I woke up after 8 hours of sleep, missing a Red Sox game, an hour and 15 minutes into the most wonderful Monday. It started with the windows open, shades up, lights on, in my underwear on the couch, exposed to the world, but not really who saw, but nobody really cares, can't do anything about it, totally human. What about the shit you do when you're awake moment? I get up to the creaking sore and shifting detritus of Sunday left in my body, soon to leave, and step to the window and look out at the oily darkness, absence of light. There are only two things I find complicated: stillness and quiet. I'm fascinated by them both. There's a hushing sound to quiet I find comforting in a universe that is not quiet, especially at night, that reveals the ticking of my 2 wall clocks and the hum of my refrigerator, and does not reveal your words unspoken, your feelings unexpressed, your fear of being alone, my fear of not being desired by someone. I prefer the relationship and company of stillness between us, that is 5 people, 1 each, in 5 race cars at 180 miles per hour, close enough to touch. This is an honest stillness, a stillness I find calm. There's a closeness between us that demands our attention and respect. Our life depends on it, on a planet that spins 1,000 miles per hour. I like uncomplicated things, reality and love, for instance. Reality speaks for itself. A chair is a chair in any language, regardless of consensus as to its meaning. Reality is measurable, like a gallon of milk, and the physics of love, a fundamental force of nature, like gravity and electromagnetism. A force is defined as a push or pull that changes an object's state of motion or causes the object to deform. Lost my place. Newton defined a force as anything that caused an object to accelerate. F equals ma, where F is force, m is mass, and a is acceleration. Willie Mays was 5'10", 170 pounds, my size exactly, and hit 660 Major League Baseball home runs. Not my favorite player, but my favorite proof of E equals mc squared. In this example of the mass-energy equivalence, acceleration is squared. Bat speed hits home runs, making the power in my body an inconvenient truth to the legends of baseball. Now, that doesn't mean I could hit 660 home runs. It means I could hit 1. Gravity is the weakest force in the universe. Love is the strongest. A characteristic of all matter is gravity. It is a force that always acts to attract one mass to another. All objects attract each other through the force of gravity. The equation is F equals G, open parentheses, large M, small m, divided by R2, close parentheses, where F is in newtons and G is the universal gravitational constant. All masses attract each other, where R is the distance between the 2 objects in meters. Note that there are other forces, such as the weak interaction, the electromagnetic force, and the strong interaction that also come into play, particularly at atomic and subatomic scales. But gravity reigns supreme over all longer distances. Throw in love, and how could there be any question? He and I will work our way back toward each other. The forces of nature are simple and uncomplicated, measurable and real. So I don't worry about when I will see him next. I just go on with my day. Thank you.